the mission. Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Captain's log, stardate 2258.161. My crew is assembled, and we're preparing to disembark on our expedition to the trench. Before we depart, however, Starfleet Command has asked us to complete one final exercise to confirm the Aegis's fitness for the mission ahead, and undoubtedly to test the readiness of her captain and crew.
Captain, we have a message incoming from Deep Space K7. Opening channel.
Aegis, we have a freighter coming into dock, and we've had a little trouble lately with smugglers trafficking invasive species. On your way out, I think it'd be best for everyone if you could just verify the ship isn't carrying any wildlife.
So scan the Ragusa. I thought I already did this. Huh. That's the Ragusa. Okay.
Initializing spectrographic analysis.
Staying with Captain. Targeting. Scanning.
Updating your panel, Captain. I am not detecting any unusual life forms aboard the freighter, Captain.
I'll let K7 know the ship's clean.
Warp course to Gamma Hydra. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Preparing for warp. Diverting
Warp
power.
vector aligned. Warp course laid in. Aligning warp vector.
Alrighty, here we go.
We're ready
for
to
warp.
go.
Coils charged.
Aye, understood.
I don't know if we're just repeating the same thing or not here, but we'll find out.
I'm picking up a distress signal, Captain. Channel open.
Oh, there it is.
USS Aegis. My vessel has lost all power and our life support systems are nearly exhausted. We have a crew of 6. I request that you take us aboard your ship as soon as possible.
Alright, we're gonna head over there and scan.
Staying with...
Changing target.
Changing target. What? Let's see. Try that again.
Scanning target.
Alright, there we go. Lower left-hand side. There, it's scanning.
Transferring analysis to your panel, Captain.
Transport. Okay.
Follow.
I think we're repeating the same
Acquiring
thing.
transporter lock. Energizing.
The vessel is empty, and all crew members are accounted for.
Okay. Is that it?
We have a priority message incoming from Starfleet Command.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Opening channel.
Captain, we've lost contact with one of our survey vessels, the USS Nicholson. You're the closest
Yeah,
ship to
we're
their
doing the
last
same
known
thing.
position. We need you to locate the vessel and render any aid they may need. We're sending their last coordinates to you now. Starfleet out.
Oh, there's got to be more to this than that. Location Gamma. Section 8. There we go.
Plotting course.
Aye.
Allocating engine power for impulse.
Making ready for impulse. Course laid in, Captain. Aye, aye.
Make it so.
Can you confirm the covariant oscillator calibration is complete? Captain, I'm detecting gravitic mines in the area. If we get too close, they'll be attracted to our hull, and the damage could be severe. We should keep our distance.
The environment is inhibiting the effectiveness of our sensors, Captain. We are, however, detecting pockets of plasma fluid. They may provide clues as to the Nicholson's whereabouts.
Aye, Captain. Locking on target. Initiating scan. Aye, arming torpedoes.
I am sending new data to your panel, Captain.
You
We've
got
arrived.
it. Targeting. Engaging.
Sensors are detecting a distress beacon, but it is not a Federation frequency. It looks like a civilian vessel needs assistance as well.
Aye, aye. Updating target. Opening to pick up a signal on emergency frequencies. On screen.
Aegis, according to my engineer, our engines are locked in some sort of malfunction cycle. If we could temporarily override them, I think we can fix the problem.
New target. Scan initiated.
I will update your panel, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. New target locked. Firing. Yes, Captain. Target selected.
Warning.
Entering the
Environmental
anomaly.
hazard detected.
Roger that. New target locked. Holding fire. Scanning. Scan complete, Captain.
I believe our lost ship is showing on sensors now, Captain.
We're being hit.
We've reached our destination.
Aegis, this is the USS Nicholson. Our vessel is severely damaged and leaking radiation. Most of my crew escaped, but a few of us are trapped in a forward compartment. I need you to transport us off the ship. And then, well, she's too dangerous. We can't just leave her floating out here. You'll have to scuttle her.
Targeting. Scanning. Understood. Updating target. Engaging target. Aye, Captain. Target selected.
Exiting anomaly.
Transferring analysis to your panel, Captain.
Aye, aye. Starting disruption attempt. Locking on target.
Take a minute to confirm the new guidance module and the main pod systems are online.
No problem.
Target system.
It looks like that fixed it. We should be able to take it from here. Thanks for your help. You probably just saved all our lives.
Aye. Changing target. Scanning target.
Aye, aye, Captain. Setting throttle to full.
Even if I'm doing it again, I could use the practice.
I am updating your panel, Captain.
Following the target.
Alright,
Acquiring
scanner.
lock. Energizing.
Alright. Alright, so let's do this. There's a warp core breach, so we want to get out of there. Let's go over there.
Warp core conversion efficiency is down. Can you see what the issue is there?
Minimum safe distance. What the heck? Approach target.
Understood.
Let's go over there. Raise
Aye, aye,
shields.
Captain. Shields raised.
Moving into the anomaly. We've arrived.
Minimum safe distance. Okay. Let's see. Minimum safe distance. Okay. Let's do this.
You got
Staying
it.
with-
Locking new target. Engaging.
Let's blow up the ship. Minimum safe distance. Okay.
Captain, I have an update from Starfleet Command. They're sending us new coordinates.
Okay. Location Gamma, Section 10. That should be over here. Oops.
Calculating travel vector.
Aye.
Torpedoes on
Powering
safe.
engines for impulse.
Plotting impulse course. On your mark, Captain. Aye, Captain.
If you're watching, say hi in the chat. Oh, this is Kobayashi.
Captain, I'm getting something
Alright.
on the distress channel. Putting it on screen.
This is Captain Jameson of the Kobayashi Mine. Big struck a gravitic mine. We've lost all power. Our hull has been penetrated. Life support systems are failing. Our position
Captain, that places them in the Klingon neutral zone. Entering the zone would put us in violation of treaty.
Roger that. Targeting. We're approaching the Klingon neutral zone, Captain. Aye, Captain. New target locked.
Aye, aye, Captain. Maximum throttle.
Firing! You got it. Locking new target. Engaging. Aye, aye. Changing target. Firing.
Okay, mines are cleared now.
Aye.
Staying with
target selected.
We get close enough, we do an analysis. Cross the neutral zone. Scanning going on.
Yes,
Transferring data to your
Raise
panel,
shields.
Captain.
Scan complete.
Oops.
We've got lifelines. Aye, Captain.
Raise
Raising
shields. Okay.
Following
Aye,
target.
Transfer.
dropping shields.
Establishing lock.
Beam those guys over. Like, share, and subscribe if you like the show. So, Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Energizing.
Particle analyzers are reacting,
Remaining
Captain.
aboard the target.
There may be a cloaked vessel operating in the area.
Routine theta radiation scans. all
Staying with them.
Acquiring lock.
Shifting movement detected. I've got a new contact.
Following.
Hostile. Aye, aye, Captain. New target locked. Firing.
Energizing. There are still others aboard.
Following the target.
Establishing lock.
Understood. Changing target.
Oh, system intrusion.
Energizing. There are others remaining aboard the target.
Sensors are showing waveforms consistent with recent cloaking activity.
Enemy vessel is retreating.
Staying with them.
Acquiring transporter lock.
Enemy vessel decloaking. I've got multiple hostile contacts.
That's a cruiser.
Energizing. Others are still awaiting transport.
Following the target.
Establishing lock.
Hostile vessel destroyed. Aye,
Staying with
targeting.
Energizing.
Initialize inspector graphics.
Engaging target.
There are still others aboard.
Wonder why system intrusion.
Shields up. Army torpedoes. Aye, Captain. Locking on target.
I gotta do a scan first, that's it.
Kobayashi Maru is at 50% hull integrity.
Kobayashi Maru, where are you?
Captain, I have noticed a pattern of unusual sensor echoes. They are indicative of the recent use of a cloaking device.
Okay, so now we're going to use system intrusion to...
One hostile destroyed.
Oh, we got him. Never mind.
Shifting cloaking.
Analyze
I'm reading
target.
multiple hostile contacts. Roger that. Locking new target.
Staying with you.
Engage target.
Aye, Captain. Firing.
Follow.
Acquiring lock.
I finished the scan.
Okay, system
Kobayashi
intrusion.
Maru, 25% hull integrity.
Take out his weapons. Dang it.
Enemy vessel, breaking contact.
Energizing.
Following the target.
Others are still awaiting transport. Acquiring transporter lock.
You
Staying with me.
Updating Kobayashi Maru hull, 10%. Scanning target. The Kobayashi Maru was just destroyed, Captain.
Oh.
Analysis to your pattern.
At 50%.
That's the end of that.
Congratulations, Captain. You and your crew have just completed the Kobayashi Maru simulation. I know it's not easy to face a no-win situation like that, but it's a necessary test, both for Starfleet and for yourselves. I think we all have a better idea now of the decisions you'll make when there's no obvious right answer. Based on your overall performance, I'm not only clearing the Aegis for Operation Distant Shore, I'm recommending that you lead the expedition into the trench.
Boy. Alright. So, what does that mean? This is where I left it last time. Okay. Alright, now what the hell? Before deploying, the crew of the Enterprise carries out a live exercise. Alright, ongoing missions. Campaign missions. Oh, prologue, shakedown. Episode 1, there we go. I see now. Alright, now I'm with you. Now I'm with you. I didn't realize that. I replayed the whole thing. But I needed the practice, though. I do admit that.
Captain's log, Stardate 2258.193. We believe we've identified a candidate world for Vulcan resettlement. The Governing Council for Settlements in the Trench has granted us permission to perform a survey of Silva 4 and its home system on condition that we share all our findings with the Council. We'll be accompanied by our science vessel USS Huxley. This is our first journey into the uninhabited regions of the Trench.
Incoming message from Starfleet. Putting it on screen.
Captain, I understand you're about to get underway. Before you go, I wanted to remind you that you are representing the entire United Federation of Planets out there. I'm counting on each of you to demonstrate our ideals to the highest possible degree. But don't worry, you have Starfleet Command's every confidence. Good luck to you and your crew. Starfleet out.
Alright, well, I'm feeling better.
It's the Huxley.
Aegis, this is Captain Uku of USS Huxley. Our system checks are complete, we're ready to go. We'll stand by and follow you out when you're ready.
Good. Plot a course, there it is.
Aye, aye.
Prepare warp.
Adjusting power.
Warp course is set. Lining up for warp. We're on vector for warp. Course
coils
plotted.
charged.
Aye,
Warp.
Captain.
Make it so.
Entering anomaly.
Patrick Stewart's like 84 years old.
I am detecting several localized energy pulses nearby. I do not recognize their signature. I recommend we perform
Huxley.
an active scan on one.
Okay. Prepare a scan on a nearby volatile object. Okay, let's do a scan,
Aye,
guys.
aye, Captain. Target selected. USS Huxley has entered the system.
I am updating your panel, Captain.
Okay. Huxley is unable to impulse.
Aegis, keep your distance from those distortions. One just detonated when we got close to
Transferring
it.
data to your panel.
Damage is minor, but we don't want to do that again.
Alright.
Captain, I'm reading a number of spatial disturbances. Waveforms are similar to a Class 1 plasma storm, but it seems to be affecting the entire system. It may impact navigation. We should proceed with caution.
Okay, we gotta go here now.
Plotting course.
Planetary orbit.
Aye.
Prepare
Allocating
impulse.
engine power for impulse.
Laying course for impulse. We're ready to go.
Alright, engage. Oh, I got a little damage there on my ship.
Understood, Huxley. Stand by. Captain, USS Huxley is getting unusual readings from their planetary scans. They're requesting we verify with a scan of our own.
Tactical scan. Launch a probe to perform a long-range scan. Sure. Long-range probe. That's Huxley.
Aye,
Analyze
changing target.
Target. A long-range scan. A probe. I don't know how to do a probe.
Initiating scan.
Entering the anomaly.
Roger that. Locking new target. Probe is away.
So we gotta do scan the planet. I see.
Intriguing. Silva 4 may have been inhabitable sometime in the past, but if so, something has changed it dramatically.
Incoming message from Captain Ukwu.
Captain, I've asked my science team to perform deep planetary scans on Silver 4. It'll take us a little while. If you can complete the survey of the remaining areas, we should be finished by the time you return.
Alright. Okay, let's see. Dead planet,
Exiting the
nebula, asteroid field. Oh, let's see. Alright, so if we go down to here, dead planet, we'll go to the, let's do the nebula first.
Aye, understood. Course
Diverting
plotted.
power for
On your mark.
impulse.
Making ready for impulse. Aye.
Engage.
The storm is getting stronger, Captain. And based on these readings, I believe it will continue to worsen.
Alright.
This nebula has an unusually high concentration of ionically charged particles. Remaining within the particle field will negatively impact shield function.
We should launch a probe and get out of here as soon as possible.
Aye,
New
aye.
coordinates,
Target
adjusting
selected.
course.
Deploying probe.
Okay.
Probe is in place and transmitting.
The probe has detected a ship, Captain.
They may need help. There's no activity on standard subspace frequencies, but we may want to check it out just in case.
Staying with them.
Updating target.
Moving into the anomaly. Aye, Captain. Full speed ahead.
Scanning.
I am sending new data to your panel, Captain.
The vessel's computer is intact. It's encrypted, but we should be able to access it through our remote intrusion system.
I'll let you know when I find out.
Alright.
Moving out of the anomaly.
Okay. So the intrusion would be here.
You got it. Attempting to disrupt. Targeting.
Comms.
Warning.
We're disrupting the target system. Ship's been picked clean. Multiple hull breaches. It must have happened fairly recently. The last log entry was just a few days ago. There's no one for us to save here. We may want to scuttle the ship to make sure no one else gets
The
drawn
storm
in.
is intensifying.
Yes,
Follow.
Captain. New target locked. Engaging.
Warning.
There we go. Kaboom.
Plotting course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Allocating engine power for impulse.
Laying course for impulse. Course laid in, Captain. Aye, aye.
Engage.
Something about those asteroids appears to be drawing power from our warp core, Captain. I am receiving anomalous readings from the asteroid cluster, Captain.
We're picking up trace signals from deeper within the field. It's too faint for me to decipher. It may be a distress beacon of some sort.
What does that say? Signal source? Find and scan the source of the distress call, that's it.
Understood. New target locked.
Hopefully he knows to avoid the asteroid. There we go.
Warning.
Moving into the anomaly.
Hazard detected.
Aye, aye, Captain. Target selected. Opening fire.
Volatile object.
Captain, we've reached our destination.
Alright, here we go.
That's the source of the signal. It does appear to have been a distress signal at some point, but the signal's far too weak for it to be of any use now.
Perhaps it has been overwhelmed by the environmental conditions.
Alright. Let's go to cracked moon.
Calculating travel vector.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Diverting power for impulse.
Making ready for impulse. Course plotted. Aye.
Go. Pulse.
Particle analysis shows localized high-frequency oscillation around the moon. It is causing reduced fidelity in our sensors. We should be able to complete a scan, but quality may be compromised.
Okay, navigate to the scan. Launch a probe.
Aye, understood.
Okay. Appears to be the only target in the area.
Tiny leak in one of the EPS conduits. Any idea where?
I'll look it over.
Okay, fire a long-range probe. Okay. It's a volatile object. And surface.
Adjusting course for
Locking
new
new target.
coordinates.
Launching probe. Aye, Captain. Updating target.
Oh, we got another one that's sitting right
Changing
there.
target. Firing. Roger that. Locking on target.
Oh, I see one there too.
Yes, Captain. Targeting.
I will update your panel, Captain.
Engaging target.
Intriguing. There are patterns on the moon consistent with subsurface structures, Captain. I see no signs of life, but that may be due to the atmospheric interference. Our belief that this area is uninhabited may have been misinformed.
Okay,
Hostile
good.
vessel closing in. New contact. One hostile. Aye, aye. New target locked. Scanning target.
Transferring analysis to your panel, Captain.
Captain, incoming message from the Huxley on emergency channels.
Aegis, we are under attack by 2 unidentified vessels. We need immediate support.
Impulse to Sylvia 4 region.
Plotting course.
Aye,
Powering
disengaging.
engines for impulse.
Plotting impulse course.
Shields 25%.
Uh-oh. Whoops.
Shields are down.
Coolant leak on deck 11.
Can't steer around an asteroid, can you, Ro? Jeez.
Course laid in, Captain. Aye.
USS Huxley is reporting 75% hull integrity.
If I had a decent navigator, we'd be there a lot quicker.
Torpedoes arming. We're showing on their sensors. I've got multiple hostile contacts. They're still with us. They must be detecting our impulse trail. Aye, aye.
Following the
Locking on target. Engaging target. Initiating scan. Enemy retreating.
Transferring data to your panel, Captain.
Understood. Starting disruption attempt. Target selected.
Follow.
You got it.
Staying
Updating
with
target. Ceasing fire. Scan initiated. Firing. Target system is disrupted.
Updating your panel, Captain.
I've got a new contact. Hostile. Enemy vessel. Breaking contact.
Following the target.
Blocking new target. Aye,
Staying
aye,
with
Captain.
them.
Changing
Following.
target. Scanning. Engaging.
Sending new data to your panel, Captain.
Aye. Attempting to disrupt. Hostile ship is fleeing. Aye, Captain. Attempting system disruption. Stand by. Updating target. We're disrupting the target system. Yes,
Following the
Captain.
target.
New target locked. Firing. We did it. The Huxley is secure.
Good.
I appreciate the help, Aegis. I'm afraid we need a little more. We sustained damage on several decks, and our navigational systems are down. We need to get back to Edinov as soon as possible, but we can't plot a course. If you can lead the way, my chief engineer believes she has a method for us to follow your warp signature.
Return. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Torpedoes initializing warp protocols. Allocating power.
Warp course plotted. Aligning warp vector. Warp vector aligned. We're ready to go. Aye, aye.
Alright, here we go.
USS Huxley has arrived safely, Captain.
Thanks for getting us back home, Aegis. I think we can take it from here.
Well, that was good. Okay, so that is the first mission. Well, second mission, if you don't include the Kobayashi Maru. So... well, that was good. Episode 1, and next time I do this, I'll do episode 2.